OMG, I'm 2 minutes late. That's all right. Right. So 2 examples today, both graphing, both with everything. Like we threw on one of them, I threw the entire kitchen sink at. Okay? Right? And because we want, that's what we want to get to. Okay? And then the only other thing is, so today, practicing graphing sines and cosines. Tomorrow there will be a formative. Okay, right away. First part of class will be formative. Second part of class, we're going to continue watching Good Will Hunting. Okay. Then after break, then we're going to be doing some curve fitting, which is basically what we're doing right now, just in reverse. And then we're going to test on January 5th on 4.4, so on curve fitting and sine and cosine curves. Then we'll start reviewing for the final, and then we'll take the final, and then it'll be second semester, and all will be well. Okay? So let's snag these problems one at a time. So what I want you to do now is I want you to give me the graph of -2 sine of 4x, then -2. Okay? I'm going to let you work on it for like 4 minutes, then I'm going to start going through it. Okay? Ready, set, go. So this part here tells me what? My middle is at -2. Okay? This part here tells me what? That's going to be 2. So -2 plus 2 is 0. That would be my high. -2 minus 2 is -4. That would be my low. Okay. Give it a little more space. Okay. This number right here tells me what? How does it tell me the period? 2 pi over that. So 2 pi over 4 would be my period. That would reduce down to pi over 2, correct? Okay. This number in here, after, right after that x still inside the parenthesis, tells me my what? Tells me my start. No, inside the parentheses, not outside. Okay? So if I start at 0 and I have a period of pi over 2, where do I end? Pi over 2. Okay? This number, or this symbol right there, tells me that this sine curve starts in the middle and then goes down, middle, up, middle. Okay? So we started at 0, so that means that my verticalness would be over here. Our high was at 0, so that means that my horizontalness would be right there. Now we add in our labels. We went all the way down to -4. Our middle was -2, and our high was 0. We started horizontally at 0. We ended horizontally at pi over 2. Half of that would be pi over 4. Half of that would be pi over 8. Half halfway between pi over 4 and pi over 2 is 3 pi over 8. Questions, comments, concerns? Didn't quite get that. All right. Let's throw the kitchen sink at you. Go for it. So before we even start this one, what do we have to do? Before I can even get into all of my stuff, what do I have to do first? I got to factor out that parentheses, right? Because I got to get my B value and my C value. So if I factor this, it would be y equals 5 cosine of what? Pi over 3 x plus, nope, 2, then minus 1. Because when I distribute back in that pi over 3, I got to get 2 pi over 3. Okay. So this tells me what? Middle is -1. This tells me what? Amplitude is 5. So if my middle is at -1 and my amplitude is 5, my high value, my low value, which would put my range from -6 to 4, still all reals. Okay. This value here tells me what? Tells me what? My start, but I think oppositely, so it's -2 is my start. This value here is my B value, so 2 pi divided by pi over 3 is going to be 6. So my period is 6. If I start at -2, my period is 6, where do I end? Okay, what? 4. Yep. Cosine curve with a positive A value starts where? Starts high, middle, low, middle, high. Okay. Horizontally, we started at -2, which would put my middle about there. Middle was at -1. So I would put it roughly. I'm going to get down a little bit more. A little bit more. There. Okay. So then that would put me up here at 4. Down here at -6. And my middle would be at, oh, too far down. -1. Horizontally, we started at -2. We ended at 4. halfway between -2 and +4. Halfway between -2 and +1. -1/2. This needs to be moved over just a little bit. There. Halfway between 1 and 4. Right? Good. Good time. For the remaining 12 minutes or so, you can continue working on worksheet number 1 and number 2. Again, the answers are posted online and over on this side.
Wait for the time.